Welcome to the explainer. Look, if you're a pool owner, there is literally nothing worse than watching your water line drop day by day. You start seeing dollar signs floating away as you drag the hose out week after week. But before you panic and call in the expensive cavalry, I'm going to show you how to save thousands of dollars by playing Pool Detective. We're going to uncover exactly how to investigate, locate, and fix those leaks all by yourself.
So here's our investigation roadmap for today. First, we'll figure out if it's an actual leak or just evaporation. Then, we'll cover the 3 types of leaks, how to use the pump on-off test, pinpointing the exact location, looking for the air bubble clue, and finally, weighing DIY fixes against calling the pros.
All right, part 1, leak or just evaporation. Let's confirm a crime was actually committed.
To do this, we're going to use the classic bucket test. It's incredibly simple but highly effective. You just fill your pool to its normal operating level, grab a standard plastic bucket, and set it on the first or second step so it's partially submerged. Then, fill that bucket with water so it perfectly matches the pool's water level on the outside. Mark that line with some tape or a permanent marker, make sure your pool's autofill is totally turned off, wait exactly 24 hours, and then compare the water inside the bucket to the water outside in the pool.
Now, here's the magic number, 6 millimeters. In a 24-hour period, if your pool water has dropped more than 6 millimeters, which is about 1/4 of an inch, compared to the water inside your bucket, well, evaporation isn't acting alone. You officially have a leak, and it's time to start profiling our suspect.
That brings us to step 2, profiling the suspect by looking at the 3 types of pool leaks.
Because no matter how crazy or complex your pool system looks, every single leak falls into one of 3 specific buckets: pressure leaks, suction leaks, and structural leaks. Let's break down what each of these actually means for your backyard.
First up, pressure leaks. Think of these as the pool's arteries. They're the pipes actively pushing filtered water back into your pool, like the return jets. Because they're constantly pushing water out, they're going to leak significantly more water when the pump system is actually turned on and under pressure.
Next, we have suction leaks. If pressure lines are the arteries, suction lines are the veins. These are the pipes pulling water into the filtration system, like your skimmer and main drain lines. Now, what's really fascinating here is that because they operate under a vacuum when the pump is running, they actually leak more water when the pump is completely turned off. Pretty wild, right?
And finally, the structural leak. This one actually has nothing to do with the pipes buried out in the dirt. We're talking about water loss straight through a physical hole in a vinyl liner, a crack in the pool shell, or maybe a bad gasket. The giveaway here? A structural leak loses the exact same amount of water whether your equipment is blasting at full speed or completely powered down.
Moving right along to step 3, the pump on and off test. This is your ultimate diagnostic cheat sheet.
This simple concept serves as your master key for interpreting those 24-hour water loss marks we talked about earlier. Basically, you mark the water, run the pump for 24 hours, and measure the drop. Then mark it again, leave the pump off for 24 hours, and measure. High loss while it's on, you've got a pressure leak. High loss while it's off, suction leak. Equal loss both times, it's structural. It really is that elegantly simple.
Now, if your test points to a pressure leak, you can actually confirm it without digging up your yard. Just unscrew your eyeball fittings, those little directional jets on the pool wall, and plug the lines with threaded O-ring plugs while the system is off. If you mark the water level and it suddenly holds perfectly steady for 24 hours, boom, you've definitively confirmed the underground pipe is the broken one.
But what if you're suspecting a suction leak way down in the deep main drain? Good news, you don't even have to dive in to check it. You can do an airlock test right from the equipment pad. It cleverly uses the pool's own heavy water pressure, pushing down against trapped air in the pipe, to expose any upper plumbing leaks just by tracking gauge pressure drops.
All right, on to step 4. Now that we know what kind of leak we're dealing with, it's time to pinpoint the exact location and hunt down the hideout.
So where exactly is the leak? To find out, we use a leak detection dye test. You can grab this specialized pool dye pretty cheaply online, but listen, there is one absolute golden rule here. The water has to be perfectly, and I mean completely still. Turn off everything, the pumps, the water features, the whole shebang, and just wait for the water to totally settle.
Once it's calm, gently squirt the dye near a suspected gap. When you hit the right spot, a positive result is completely unmistakable. The dye forms this tight little stream, looking almost exactly like smoke being pulled right through a doorway, and it gets sucked straight into the crack. If the dye just lazily drifts away, you can cross that spot off your list.
You're going to want to target your dye at common surface interruptions. We're talking skimmer faceplates, pool light niches, vinyl liner seams, and return fittings. And here's a massive, massive clue. Pay very close attention to the exact level where the water naturally stops dropping. Like if your pool drains and stops perfectly halfway down the skimmer opening, that is the exact elevation you need to be dye testing.
Next up is step 5, the air bubble clue, or what is actually invading your system.
Let's think about the mechanics for a second. A pressure leak pushes water out into your lawn, right? But a suction leak actually pulls air into your pipes. This perfectly explains why seeing a constant, fizzy stream of bubbles in your pump basket or blasting out of your return jets is the absolute smoking gun for a suction side issue.
Before you start panicking and digging up pipes, always check the easy stuff that lets air in. A low water level alone will make the skimmer suck air, or a stuck skimmer weir door, that little flapping plastic door inside, will block water flow and pull air instead. Even a totally dry, cracked rubber O-ring on your pump lid will let air seep right in. Honestly, these are simple, cheap fixes that solve the problem 90% of the time.
Finally, we arrive at step 6, DIY fixes versus calling the pool pros, the final verdict.
Knowing your limits is absolutely crucial here. You can totally DIY an underwater peel and stick vinyl patch, or mash some 2-part epoxy pool putty into a cracked skimmer faceplate. But if we're talking about deep underground plumbing, water that is draining incredibly rapidly, or replacing spring-loaded hydrostatic valves, those pressure relief valves way down at the bottom of the deep end, yeah, those definitely require heavy professional intervention and specialized tools.
But I do want to share one absolutely brilliant DIY pro secret before we wrap up today. If your dye test confirms that water is leaking out through the electrical conduit pipe right behind your pool light, you don't actually need a massive repair job. You can completely bypass the broken pipe by installing a split rubber cord stopper right inside the niche. It wraps tightly around the electrical cord and permanently seals the line for literally just a few bucks. It's a real game changer.
So, you've cracked the case, you found the leak, and you patched the hole. But here is the real question to leave you with. Is your pool interior quietly trying to tell you it's time for an upgrade? You know, putty and patches are just temporary. As you celebrate closing this investigation, ask yourself if these persistent leaks are actually symptoms of a pool interior that has simply reached the end of its lifespan. It's definitely something to chew on as you dive back into your perfectly filled pool. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and we'll see you next time.